Coming up on NBA Today, LeBron, Steph, Rich Paul. Could his latest comments mean basketball's biggest blockbuster is still alive? We have fresh new reporting out of Golden State. Plus, LeBron's next teammates could be the difference between one more title. Perk's big list explains how the Kings' next co-star could change everything. And the process has a new chapter. Is Jaylen Brown the key to solving Philly's biggest problem? Or does Embiid need to change his play style? We answer that right here on NBA Today. We are now on day 22 of LeBron being an official free agent, and still no decision has been made, according to Rich Paul. He spoke again today on what a pairing of LeBron and Steph would mean for the league.
I will say this.
Gotta go
in the event that was to take place, the only thing missing is Michael Jackson's blood in terms of how big of a rock star.
So what are we talking about here?
Why are you? It's not my choice. It's not my choice. I don't have choice.
You know how easy it is to jump up to the Bay Area?
No, I don't have a choice in this. Let the man have his choice.
All right, welcoming in our do-it-all analyst, Janae Agumake, NBA writer Anthony Slater, in person, IRL, and of course, the champ, Kendrick Perkins. Big Perk is with us today. What's up, everybody? Feeling good? Looking good, as always.
As the world turns, another day in the soap opera.
Truly, oh my God. Slater, I want to start with your reporting here. Where do the Warriors stand on LeBron being recruited over to the Bay?
Did you hear Rich Paul start that with in the event? Warriors are pessimistic that that event is going to take place. You know, it's just, they really, since the beginning, they've just not thought they're at the top of the list. I talked to somebody last night that basically said they've been given no sign or hint that it's going to happen. And while we know LeBron has been difficult at times to contact directly in this process, Steph Curry clearly has contacted him directly, and Draymond Green has been vacationing with him. So I would think that the Warriors would know if it's leaning one way or the other. And all of my indications from the Warriors side is they believe it is not leaning towards them, and they're keeping a roster spot open, and they would love to have them, but they're not planning for it.
You say pessimistic, some would say realistic. Who knows? Perk, you said on First Take that you had a chance to team up with Steph. What can you tell us about that moment in time?
Well, I did. I mean, at one point in time, I was valued around the league. And at the time, Bob Myers was my agent. And I actually had just got to Oklahoma City Thunder. And remember, before I played a single game with OKC, I signed a contract extension. But Bob was telling me, Perk, hold tight, keep a cool booty. But I couldn't. I signed it, but he had an offer that was going to be on the table in that offseason for 5 years, $55 million with the Golden State Warriors. Now, this is before Steph's first championship. This is when they was going through whether or not Steph was going to be that guy. But again, you bring up a guy like Steph and you bring up LeBron James and you talk about these two all-time greats, these needle movers, right? It's a reason that LeBron James, when he's asked about which player do he would like that, he wants to play with, and he always brings up Steph Curry, because Steph Curry is that guy that you don't have to make adjustments to your game to be able to play with him. He actually is that one powerful individual that you could drop anywhere in America. LA Fitness, the Wellness Center, the YMCA, the Rec Park, and he's gonna fit in. That's just who he is.
Perk, 5 years, $55 million? Okay. I mean, that was nothing light. I see you, Bill. I see you.
But I messed it up. I didn't listen to Bob. I had a hard head. But you know what? I don't regret it.
You know what's kind of funny, though? That was prior to the championship run. They've been still looking for a big like you. They're still looking for that answer, which I find kind of funny. But when I think about the Warriors, and I'm curious too, Perk, when you think about the fact that a lot of people are shooting their shot to try to get LeBron James, the West is completely stacked. But if he does not go, as Slater says, I mean, this is still a squad that did pretty well when 100%. When Jimmy Butler, when Steph Curry, and when Draymond Green were playing, they were 44-20, which was the fourth best winning percentage amongst the NBA. So I know that's probably not going to get you over the Victor Wembanyama hump and the San Antonio Spurs, or the Oklahoma City Thunder hump and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but they were competitive. So it's not like all is lost. It just sort of feels like this would put them over the edge later.
Yeah, and look, they're bringing back the core of a 37-win team, which doesn't sound great at face value, right? The 10 seed. But if they can get more from Kristaps Porzingis, who again they re-signed. Al Horford was injured a lot of last year. Again, it sounds like a lot of ifs, a lot of kind of older
but
players.
But doesn't a lot of it hinge on Jimmy Butler's health?
Yes.
The success of next year for Steph Curry and Golden State.
Yeah, and I've talked to people that have been around Jimmy Butler recently. And they say he's about a little over 5 months from the ACL surgery. He's turned the corner a little bit in the last few weeks. He still can't unrestricted or run, sprint in a full line, but they feel like he's making progress, and there's probably an unfair burden being put on him to come back in the January, February range, 11, 12 months, and boost them mid-season considering he's 37. But he's a really confident individual. He is extension eligible in February, so there's some personal motivation. He'll be an unrestricted free agent next summer. I talked to him last month. I think we may have a quote right here coming up, but he's basically again as confident as ever, saying he expects to come back as the same player that he was when he left. And if you think about it, you mentioned it, I think they were on like a 12-2 run over 14 games, and he was averaging 20 a game. He said to me last month, "I'm right back to who I've always been. Probably better if we were to really talk about it. I know I'm still going to be a top player whenever I get back. I have a couple good years left in me, and we're going to ride it until the wheels fall off." So again, I'm not sure I would bet on it if I was the Warriors. And again, I don't expect them to leap in the Thunder Spurs tier. But if you can get that type of Jimmy Butler back, you're back in playoff-ish contention.
Yeah, no, they're always in the mix no matter what. It's not a team that you can ever really fully sleep on. But what is the plan B if they don't get LeBron, Slater?
Yeah, boring. I think stable. What I mentioned, the part of the Warriors' long-term plan is post-Steph right now. Let's just be honest. I know Steve Kerr came back. I know there's this belief, they're going to throw all the picks. It's all about the next couple of years. It's not really all about the next couple of years. Think about the way they have kept their books extremely clean. Beyond this season, they only have $34.9 million committed. They have a lot of fans don't like to hear this, but optionality, flexibility. They can go after future stars. They've kept their draft picks, right? I think people have wanted them to trade them. They used the 11 picks on Yaxel Lindenberg. We're seeing it right here. This is very little money committed long term. They could trade their picks. Yes, Perk, you want to jump in here?
Well, I got a question because here's my thing. If they don't land LeBron James, then what's next, and how do they value Draymond Green? What's next for him?
Yeah,
Where does he fit in this equation?
I fully expect him to come back. All expectations are he's going to come back. Part of him opting out and giving this $27.6 million player option back was to create the financial flexibility. If LeBron came, maybe he would get a 2-3 year deal with a little bit more security. But if, let's say, LeBron doesn't come, they could just give Draymond Green back basically a 1 year, $27 million offer. And basically he'd be back on the player option. That keeps the Warriors' long-term financial flexibility and gives Draymond Green the payday he wants. And organization and Draymond Green still want to be together, really for the entirety of his career.
And the Golden State Warriors, they weren't just shooting their shot at LeBron James. I think that was a great question, Perk, but they also were in some ways trying to get Anthony Davis as well. What is the status on that? Because it seems like we were like, this could be amazing, the Avengers assembling, and it seems less likely as the days go on.
Two problems. Number one, the Warriors have not been given any type of commitment from LeBron, like, hey, if you trade for Anthony Davis, I'm 100% coming your way. That's number one. And two, which is the bigger issue, the Washington Wizards don't want to trade Anthony Davis. They're not sitting there going, give us your best offer. And as we talked about earlier, the Warriors have a bunch of draft picks and have financial flexibility. Anthony Davis costs probably a big extension when he walks in the door. And if you're the Wizards...
speaking of which...
Yeah, and if you're the Wizards and you have this type of leverage, you could say, give us every single draft pick. And the Warriors have been hesitant to do anything like that. So from my reporting and understanding, they're not anywhere close or have really engaged Washington much on it, and I don't expect it to happen.
Perk, what say you on the AD of it all?
Look, I'm ready. If I'm AD, I'm listening to everything and all the disrespect. I'm listening to, a team like the Warriors who, could use an Anthony Davis and say that they're not willing to leverage